All right, music fans, welcome back. Harmless Dave here, talking about real music in real time for real people just like you, just like me. Um, Gene Simmons attempts to apologize to David Lee Roth. At least he says that he's sorry he hurt Dave's feelings, which is definitely a dodge. It's a duck and weave because during the interview, he goes on about, hey, I didn't think I'd be hurting his feelings. And I look at the words that I said, and he completely understands why David Lee Roth sent him, 18 middle fingers. I think that's probably what triggered this almost apology. But if I'm the interviewer, right, I'm sitting back and, Gene is talking, first thing I would say is, so why did you kick Dave off the End of the Road tour then? Why? Because everyone says, hey, Dave is a great front man. Even Paul Stanley, who chimed in after Gene kind of went off the deep end with his comments, which quite honestly, I agreed with everything he said. But Paul Stanley, being Mr. Happy Talk, says, he'll always be Diamond Dave, which, yeah, he'll always be Diamond Dave, but he's not performing like the Diamond Dave of 30 or 40 years ago, right? So Gene Simmons goes on to basically say he's sorry that he hurt his feelings, and he can understand, the way the words were arranged as if, the media was doing all of the damage to Roth. But, that Elvis analogy thing, how could you not construe that was aimed at Roth? He's basically saying, well, that kind of came out kind of weird. And then, people put that together with the other things I said, and then they reach a conclusion, which most people do when they listen to somebody and they form an opinion. They listen to everything the person says, and then they come to a conclusion. Gene, that's what people tend to do. It's a little bit humorous. Here's the deal, right? If Kiss wanted to really work with David Lee Roth and help him put on a great show, they would say, hey, Dave, you need to be more like us. Don't sing your own stuff. Find some great backing tracks, because you're obviously not able to sing anymore. And that's how we all know that Roth was actually performing live. And I gave him credit for that. At least he's trying to perform his own material live, because nothing could approach the level of off-key and crazy voice inflections. And here and there, he gets into a groove for like 3 or 4 seconds and then just goes haywire. So if I'm Kiss, I would say, look, we can offer you the technology that we have here, and you can sound as good as we do. The fans don't care. They're coming to see the show, Dave. Dave knows about the show. Dave is all about the show. So it would be a perfect marriage, right? You have Kiss using their technology to plow through their shows, and Dave is out there warming up the AI, making sure it's ready for Kiss to take over. And the fans are starting to acknowledge that, hey, this really isn't about, these guys performing live. It's a show. I'm here to see Diamond Dave, and then I'm here to see Kiss putting on their makeup and doing all their pyrotechnics. Now, another thing you could do for David Lee Roth back in the day, Dave used to surround himself with women, right? Haven't seen that lately out of Dave. And I think it would be a welcome return to the old David Lee Roth. He breaks into beautiful girls, and all of a sudden, a couple of girls pop out of wherever, scantily clad. And the guys, especially the guys in the audience, are just going to be like, what's he singing? What's happening? And again, a good way, much like what Kiss does with the pyrotechnics, you have Dave out there with the beautiful girls. Nobody cares, right? Nobody really cares about what's actually being sung. And again, the ticket price, well worth the price of admission. The ladies get paid very well for what they're doing. And, everybody goes home happy. So that would be my suggestion for David Lee Roth and Kiss, how they could work together again. But nobody asked that question as to why, if Dave is still Diamond Dave, why did Dave get booted from the End of the Road tour. Anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that bell for notifications. And Patreon, lots of new patrons, $1 a month, $2 a month, whatever you can afford. And I will see you all very soon.